Dear colleagues, this is another hypermature cataract done in subconjugal anesthesia. As you can see, the anterior capsule have calcification underneath. Those will be weak points in which the rexis can get stuck, so we have to avoid them. Placing the paracentesis and one extra for AC maintainer, staining the anterior capsule, placing some viscoelastic on top of the cornea to better view this, and with non-dominated hand start fashioning a round capsulorhexis. The thin forceps is very good to grab and maneuver the anterior capsule, and it's easy to finish a round circle capsulorhexis. Height of dissection is not needed in these cases since the cortex is very fluffy and nucleus is mobile inside the bag. Placing viscoelastic and using a long chopper, I will do a horizontal chop technique in this case. Starting with the perpendicular trench in which to bury the phaco sleeve, so I can go deep inside the middle of the nucleus with the phaco needle, and due to this leathery nucleus, the chops are not entirely cracking that posterior plate. I continue doing horizontal chops and rotating the nucleus. We're using the two instruments. Keep doing the chops. The posterior plate is starting to crack, but still the pieces are attached in the middle. So I do like a flower petal type of cracking the nucleus, having multiple pizza slides or flower petals that are attached in the middle. The cracks are all the way to the posterior plate, but they're up to the middle of the nucleus. So taking one petal at a time and further dividing it into smaller and smaller pieces and safely emulsify them inside the bag. Actually, you can use this fact that nucleus is still attached, the petals are still attached in the middle and in your advantage. In this way, the pieces are not flying around the anterior chamber, so you can further divide them into smaller and smaller pieces and safely aspirate them out of the eye, but everything is kept inside the bag. Using this in your advantage, you will have a clear cornea the next day. You use less ultrasound by keep dividing the petals into smaller and smaller pieces and using more aspiration mode than ultrasound. will ensure a clear cornea the next day and faster visual recovery post-op. More than half of the nucleus is emulsified and getting to the other pieces. Now the petals can be rotated inside the bag since we have more space, and detach the middle of that nucleus, even though they are very leathery and sticky. You have to take your time in these cases and not rush the surgery. Everything is very crowded. The anterior chamber is shallow, so keeping the phacoemulsification inside the bag, it's more safe for the cornea. And we gotta pay attention to the posterior capsule also, and at the last quadrant, just keep the tip of that chopper all the way down to keep the posterior capsule away from the phaco needle. Phacoemulsification is finished, and now using the aspiration needle, finishing up the cortical removal also, and then injecting IOL inside the bag under irrigation is very easy thing to do, and use the chopper to arrange and better place the IOL inside the bag. Washing out the viscoelastic, placing some myocol and air bubble and antibiotic and anti-inflammatory agent subconj, breaking the anterior synechium, and pretty much that's the end of the case. Thank you for your attention. Hope this will help you in your practice also.